We are here at our school, Santa Rita High School, starting our rain garden. This is the first year we're starting.
And we have a variety. We have fruits, vegetables. We're kind of using like a certain strategic where we use a tree as the overshade, and we go down to bushes. And we have like just like shrubs and stuff, and then we go down to like little grasses. So it's all like it uses less space, and we get more plants.
Are installing a rain garden here with all native desert plants that are adapted to low water, and we're capturing rain off the roof of the gym. And we have a large cistern that is going to support a food forest of heritage trees, figs, citrus, and pomegranate. And then we're capturing the water off of the roof of the gym to flood all of these basins and support a rain garden and pollinator forest here. And so I've got my senior students from my agribusiness class here, and we're working with members of the Watershed Management Group and Arizona Project Wet to install today.
So we're doing an installation of a rainwater harvesting project as part of our NOAA grant that we have called Recharge the Rain. And it's to build community resilience against our threats of increased temperatures, extended drought, and extreme storm events. And so the installation that we're putting in today is to grow food. It's also to prevent flooding, because this area, this roof that it drains off of, ends up flooding the parking lot. So they're trying to sink the water and grow some vegetation, reduce some of the urban heat island effect by making a nice tree canopy, and produce food with the rainwater harvesting tank.
Kids have designed this whole thing. They have done everything from calculating how much water they can capture off of the roof on an annual basis, and then as well on a per event basis. So if we get 1 inch of rain, they know how many gallons of water they can get off of that roof. So there's some great math involved. The other thing that they've done is they've identified the plants that we're putting in, and they've identified how much water those plants need. So they actually created a water budget. Here's how much water we can get out of the sky. Here's how much we can save. Here's how much our plants need. They've gone through and they've designed the basins and how water will flow and infiltrate into the ground. And so it's rainwater harvesting 101. They got it. Well, we are installing a large cistern because some of the food plants, our figs, our pomegranates, our citrus, are going to need additional water. But the rest of it, after we get it established, it won't need additional water at all. We'll probably water it until, I don't know, maybe a couple of months until the end of school, and then after that, it's all rain.
So pretty much for the rainwater, we build walls of dirt around the sides of the garden, and then we have the tank raised higher than the whole garden. So when the water falls, it'll either go to the tank, or if it doesn't go to the tank, it'll flush down into the garden. And we have the walls up so it can't overflow to the sides, and we kind of just control what plants we want it to go to.
We try to make it a more natural look, so the water just flows on down, and it looks like it's been here for many years when we've just started it today.
The students chose this location because prior to building here, this was just a bare patch of ground, and the students knew that they come in this way for school, parents come in this way to go to sporting events at the gym, other guests and speakers come in this way to get to the auditorium. So this was going to be a high traffic, high visibility area, and the students chose this area.
We have Palo Verdes, mesquites, we have a couple of fruit trees, figs, peaches, we have some shrubs, some grass. Well, we based it mostly on the water usage, because at first we only had a 1,500 gallon tank, so we had to base it on how much plants we could plant using our 1,500 gallons.
All along the way, it's the students that have been making the decisions. The students decided they wanted to do a food forest. The students decided that they wanted it at this location. The students decided on what plants they wanted to plant. And so it has been completely student driven. I've given them the resources, I've taught them how to do the math, and some of the structural stuff, but everything else, it has been their decision making process to implement. So my hope is that as we continue to do these types of projects all across the campus, we'll see student stress levels go down and we'll see achievement come up.
I just worked with some wonderful young ladies on building a giant rockway for the water to flow, the overflow. And they're saying, every time I walk by here, I'm going to be so proud of this. I didn't think I could do it. So it's pretty neat. I think they're also going to really appreciate what they've done for this campus and see how the campus looks and realize that they've done some positive things at their school.
I've learned that teamwork goes a long way.
Having like lower or younger siblings here too, it kind of like passes it on to them for them to like take care of. Like we kind of start it and they just continue it. I guess it's a pretty good feeling, like knowing you started that and then you can come back a couple years and see it, knowing you started it.
It's something we are leaving behind and starting for other students, for future Santa Rita High School kids, and start off.
Because I never would have thought that we would actually been doing this. Like I thought it was just a vision, but Mr. Ruddick helped us actually make it come true.